Hi guys, всем привет, labdien, welcome to my channel. Today I want to show you how to make mini chicken pot pies, which are so delicious and so amazing. Absolutely love them if you're serving them for dinner or a supper club, because you can prepare everything way in advance, put it in your fridge and then just bake it when the guests come, so that I can smell it from the oven, everyone gets excited and they taste absolutely amazing. What is also really good is that you can freeze these chicken pot pies and you can just eat them whenever you're ready. I was actually using the creme brulee mugs or ceramic mugs, whatever you want to call them, because they're individual and they're mini, but you can also use a bigger dish if you're making a big pie for the whole family. I'm really hope you enjoyed this recipe. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it so much. And yeah, let's get started.
In the pot, add your chicken. I'm using frozen chicken, but you can also use fresh. It's completely up to you. Then add cold water, and you want to add enough water so it fills the pan and covers the entire chicken. You can also obviously squeeze them in. We're gonna boil the chicken for about 25 minutes or so. Now that our chicken is done, we're gonna drain it and we're gonna chop it up into nice small pieces. You might want to leave it to cool down completely, as the chicken is very hot and it will be hard to chop it up. In a food processor, you want to add your onions together with garlic, and we're just gonna blitz everything together. While your onion is frying, we're going to chop our mushrooms. I'm using closed cup mushrooms, but you can use any mushrooms that you like. Wild mushrooms work really well here, or whatever mushrooms you have in season. So you just want to chop them nice and fine into these little squares, just like that. We're going to do it for the rest of our mushrooms, and then we're going to add this into our fried onion mixture. Our onions started to become nice and golden, and this is the stage when we want to add our mushrooms. Just mix everything together so it's nice and fine, and then add your mushrooms in. You can mix your mushrooms together with the onions just to make sure the mushrooms start to cook down as well. And I just love this combination of mushroom, chicken and onions. It's very classical in the Baltic cuisine. Actually, a lot of our dishes have this. So we're going to cook this for about 5 to 10 minutes until you can see that the onions have shrunk and then the mushrooms have reduced in size, and you can see how golden rich color it has changed. This is what we really want. We want that golden rich color of our mushrooms together with onion. Then you want to add some flour, and we're gonna just mix everything together one more time. The flour will thicken our mixture, and this will just make it so delicious when we finally eat the dish. And these mini chicken pot pies are just so good, guys. Now add your chicken stock and then mix it in. Because we've added the flour together with our stock, we're gonna need to just keep mixing it with your wooden spoon, and it will form a sauce. So it's the same way as doing roux, but this is obviously just like a quicker version. So you want to just keep stirring this and cooking it on a medium to low heat. Then add bay leaves and just keep stirring the mixture. This will take 5 to 8 minutes or so. Again, depends on your pan and the size and how much you're making. Then you want to add sour cream. And then mix everything together one more time. It's going to be nice and creamy and very delicious. Keep mixing it until all of the mushrooms and onions are incorporated together. Now you want to season your mixture with salt and pepper. You can add any other spices that you like. I really prefer the classic version of salt and pepper, but I also sometimes add a pinch of nutmeg. It really brings out that nutty flavor, and I think it really works with the mushrooms as well. Roll out your puff pastry. I use store-bought puff pastries, just makes my life easier. And here is my mini ramekin. I'm also checking the ring that it fits on top, so you need to match your your dish, kind of the lid that you're gonna put on. with your ramekins. So just cut out even circles, and I'm gonna add these two together. And then from any leftovers, what I want to do, I want to add a lid. So it's like a little blob on top. You know, feel free to be creative and experiment and make your lids how you want them to be. But I'm adding that right in the middle, and I'm going to use a fork and go around the edges to make it nice and beautiful. This is also just to seal the double puff pastry that I have. And the reason I'm using double is just so it has a bigger effect, and it's just like a bigger lid. Especially because they're so small. You do want quite a lot of pastry in there as well. So now that it all fits and good to go, we can place these in a fridge while we really finish up with our dish. Puff pastry melts pretty quickly in a room temperature, so you don't want to have it out there. You know, you want to put it inside the fridge to keep it nice and cool. Now that our chicken has cooled down, you're going to chop it nice and fine into small bite-sized pieces. I like to have small pieces, and it's up to you. Like if you're making a big pie, you can have chunks, but this will do. We're going to take off our mushroom sauce off the heat and add our chicken inside there. So you want to add all the chicken, and then you want to mix everything together until it's all nice and creamy. Everything comes together. And guys, this dish is so good. You can probably just eat it like this over some noodles or some rice if you don't want to have the pie. Now I'm going to divide my chicken mushroom mixture inside each ramekin, and you want to stuff it kind of 2/3 of the way. You don't want to overfill it because they will bubble up and they can spill. So be generous, but don't be greedy. So just put a lot of chicken in there, a lot of mushrooms. This is making me hungry now. And then of course we're gonna top it up with our lids. So you wanna press your puff pastry inside. You almost wanna seal your mixture and then kind of put it all over it, just like that. Then brush each mini chicken pot pie with some egg wash. And I'm using just egg yolk over here just to give it a nice deeper color. And because our chicken and sauce is already cooked, we're only pretty much cooking our pastry. So it's completely up to you how long you want to keep it in there and what color you want. I think I've cooked it for about 20 to 25 minutes. And just look at these. They look amazing. They smell delicious. They are so good and bubbly. I'm just going to show you how it looks inside, and we enjoyed this so much at my dinner party. Oh my gosh, it's creamy, it's delicious, and they're definitely not dry.